Alright, so this is going to be an introductory video for Magic the Gathering. I'm DrEvo, and I typically play on the 1v1 Commander format. Um, I go into Commander, I don't usually play a four-person game. Those, in my opinion, run a little bit too long. There's always one person who's going to quit, one person who'll get upset, and it's usually going to be a 1v1 game anyway at some point. Yeah, or somebody's the games are so random. I prefer and have always preferred just to do, one person versus one person, and those games can still run long depending on, who you're playing. But I play the 1v1 format, and the reason I'm doing this is just the fact that we have save data that I can go back and replay a game, but that doesn't always hold up. So we have here, if you go into, I'm going to say settings, you can come to this little bracket over here and you can go through your wins and your losses. You can see that mine's reset. That just happened a few days ago. I tried to complain about it, but obviously there's not going to be a whole lot that I can do. What can I do? Have them put all my wins and losses back on there? It's probably not going to happen. So all that save data history that you can actually go into and replay is now gone. So with everything reset, I think it's a good time that I can go through and sort of just document where I was at, beginning with April 6th and on, and maybe just YouTube the videos. I'll document wins, losses, close games, interesting games. And then I also, on top of that, probably going to do some deck building. I think that could be pretty fun. So sometimes I'll post a video of a game that I played that was super interesting, and then other times I might just make a video. That's another thing. Since the wins and losses reset, I thought it was probably a good time to clean out some of the decks that I haven't played in a long time, and there was about 20 or so that I got rid of. I kept these because these are typically my main ones that I play when I'm on a streak. Maybe not a Zami, and maybe not Narset. But if I'm on a streak, typically I'll play, like, say, Narset. People who know me online, who know me as DrEvo, usually see me play this or this. The last, couple years it's been Glarb, Narset. A couple years before that, it was Timna and Elegeth, and then Nin the Pain Artist. And then just sprinkled in Joel Riel. There's a couple people online who play this, and it's a really, really fun deck. It's not completely busted or anything like that, but it's a good deck. So as my wins and losses, start to pile up, and I get to, like, say, a streak, I'll usually play Glarb, something like that. But when I lose, I like to take a break from the CEDH thing, and then if I get another loss, it's whatever, but I'll be able to showcase more decks. So right now, I think I'm playing Glarb to kind of maybe just, establish myself a little bit and, be able to post a deck list and, what that deck does. A lot of people online try and you get a mixed bag of people, and they'll say certain things about my decks and stuff, and it might be nice just, for them to have an actual, see what the deck's actually like. A lot of people say I play really, really competitive, and a lot of times that's just not the case. I'll play glass cannons, but I will play some counter magic every now and then. But most of my decks are kind of slow. I've noticed. Even Glarb. And it's green, and, it can be nasty. It can be, fast, but in the traditional sense, it's usually not doing much the first few turns, and I'm usually playing catch up. That's one thing I've noticed about the decks that I play. I'm just like anybody else trying to set up. But yeah, I just wanted to do, an introductory video and kind of like go through for anybody that could be interested. This is more or less, honestly, I'm just doing this for me. I want to be able to go back and see what I've done, because I can't do that anymore because they keep on resetting this over here, and then when you go to replay the games, if they reset it, you have to start over, and you can replay what you have. Also, like I say, they just turned on replays, last week? So this is as good a time as any. They reset the wins, and the replays are on. Everything's kind of condensed here to where I can keep up. I think now, if anybody is going to YouTube this kind of thing, now would be the time. Kind of like just get your information and kind of like document your history on what you've accomplished or what could be cool games. Every now and then you play some good stuff. So in the next video, I'll probably just do a couple of games that I played, and then every now and then, I'll build a deck and kind of go through the process of what that's like. So yeah. Next video will probably be, I know this one bugged. This game, I don't even remember what happened a couple days ago, but yeah, it doesn't do anything. But this is probably going to be the first game that I do a video on, and it's a good one. So yeah, stay tuned for that.